The Minnesota Timberwolves are headed into the trade deadline in unfamiliar territory. They find themselves in the position of buyer rather than sellers. Some fans say that since the Wolves have done so well lately, the Wolves should stand pat and not make a move. I am here to refute those claims. The Wolves do not know when another opportunity like this is going to come their way. With the franchise's history of failure, winning doesn't come around on a consistent basis. Also, other Western Conference teams are sure to use the trade deadline to get better, so the Wolves will need to keep up with the Joneses. Where I believe the Wolves need to improve the most is by bolstering the backcourt. The Wolves have the front court covered with Cat, Nas, and Rudy, but struggle sometimes to score with subpar guard play on the back end. The Wolves need a score-first guard to kind of fill a Jalen Noel role, but much better than Jalen did. One option the Wolves could explore is going after Dennis Schroeder from the Raptors. Although not a great shooter from the perimeter, he could be that high-volume scorer the Wolves are looking for. The 30-year-old German point guard signed a 2-year, $25 million deal in the offseason with the Raptors, who are clearly trying to rebuild. At the time of writing, Toronto sits well outside of the Eastern Conference play-in picture and already dealt core pieces OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam in separate deals. They would most likely be willing to part ways with the aging point guard in favor of getting younger and building around Scotty Barnes. Schroeder is still a good scorer who maybe with a new scenery and a new role can resurrect his Hawks or Thunders persona where he averaged close to 20 points per game. Another guy the Wolves are reported to be interested in is local kid Tuoyo Jones, who graduated from Apple Valley High School in Minnesota. Tyus is a steady hand and is first in point guards in assists to turnover ratio. He is shooting close to 40% from threes this season and almost 50% from the field. The 27-year-old, who was drafted by the Cavs, then traded to the Wolves on draft night in 2015, could be the perfect fit at point guard alongside Mike Conley. God bless him, but I don't think that Jordan McLaughlin is a good enough backup point guard if the Wolves want to make a serious run in the playoffs. The other guys the Wolves are looking at are players who can shoot the three ball. The Wolves at the time of writing are second in the NBA in three-point percentage, but in the teens in total three-pointers taken. Coach Finch clearly knows that the three-point shooting is a key to success for the team. Plus, they would love to improve their drive and kick three-point shooters around Edwards and Cat, as opposed to what they have now in Kyle Anderson, who thinks about three-point attempts for a day and a half before shooting the ball. Reports have come out that they are looking at acquiring Monte Morris. The guard has only played 6 games this year for the Pistons because of a bad quad muscle. Monte is a career 39% shooter from 3 and is on the last year of his contract. The 29-year-old is only on the books for $9.8 million this season and would be very attainable in a trade. Another option is Doug McDermott from the Spurs. If the Wolves want three-point shooting, Doug McDermott would bring exactly that, as he is shooting 44% this season. His three-point shooting is what kept the 32-year-old in the league all these years. The veteran will want to be on a team with a championship potential, unlike the Spurs who are rebuilding around Wemby. His $13.75 million price tag could be a steep hurdle, but would it be a potential fit in a buyout scenario? I would love any of these additions for the right price, and I think in order to compete in the playoffs, a shakeup is needed. My ideal guy would be Tuoyo Jones. I think it would be a tremendous homecoming and could propel the Wolves to even greater heights. I think Tyus would help greatly in endgame situations, which the Wolves had struggled with so far this season. What the Wolves need to remember is that despite a great season, they haven't achieved anything yet. If they can't win in the playoffs, this will all be for naught. Hopefully, the best is yet to come. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, go Wolves.